All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. Um, I'm sure everybody knows how to get to this screen of 21 Online. Yes, and this is the Century 21 Global Referral Network. It is a new product that was put out back in October that replaced our old referral network. And this one is much easier to use and isn't so much just for global, it's definitely for within the States as well. So to get to it, you're going to go ahead and sign into your 21 Online account. I'm sure everybody knows how to do that. And gonna give it a second. All right, from here, if you've used favorites, you would go ahead and just click on your favorites and go to the Global Referral Network. Not a lot of people know how to do that yet. I've heard Dana trying to help some people and she's been working with them. So I'm gonna take a few seconds real quick and go over how you do that. So to get to the Global Referral Exchange the long way, go to Menu, Productivity, and that's gonna give you a list of all of the programs and such that we have through 21 Online: Brand Studio, um, Business Builder, the Global Referral Network. And if you look, there's a little star in the top right hand corner of each of these boxes. When you hover over it, it says Add to Favorite. If you click that star, they'll show up in this favorites box. So you can just jump right to the ones that you want to use regularly. So it's a great way to get your QSS, if you're dealing with your PCC, Brand Studio. I don't have Business Builder because I don't use it. But you would want to go ahead and put your Business Builder in here, Golden Ruler, star though all of those ones from this productivity page, and then they'll show up in your favorites, and you don't have to keep searching for them. It's 2 clicks and you're there. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and click on the C21 Global Referral Network. And it's going to, at this point, I don't know if this is going to change, but it does ask you to log in again. It just wants your email, and that's the email you signed into 21 Online. So that's typically your first name, period, your last name at century21.com. Click next. And it's going to take us right into the dashboard for the referral network. I manage all of them for our group, which means you can't break it. You can't send out a bad referral because I have to approve them and go through them first. You can search for referrals. These are all referrals that are all over the place. The newest ones that are showing up: Portugal, Dominican Republic, Texas, Georgia, Cape Town, South Africa, Spring Hill, Florida. These are all offers. These are all referrals that other people have put out that are looking for someone to take this client on. It tells you, like, let's look at this one here in Thomasville, Georgia. It's been live for 18 hours. No applications have been received. It's a purchase, market price. I'm sorry, it was shared with the whole market. And I'll explain what the market is in a little bit. It's offering a 25%. And I guess this is a 0 to 90 days window for this to happen. They're looking for a single family home around $100,000. Don't know what Thomasville, Georgia is like. It's quite possible that that is a possibility. Just surprised that 18 hours, nobody has put an application on. We have a handful of them out there. Under my referrals, you would see just your own that either you accepted or you sent out. But when a referral's been given, it gives you an awarded to, so you can see exactly who it is. This is one of Lewis's that he sent out. So we've started using it. We've been using it for a little bit now, since the beginning of the year, basically, and it's been great. Here's one of our closed ones that Lenisi did, and it was super simple and easy and much better than going to Google, hunting down a brokerage, then looking up people's ratings and reading their reviews and stuff like that to try to find one. This keeps it in the Century 21 family first off. If after I think it's 15 hours. If no one in the Century 21 family has um, applied for your referral and we haven't accepted any, it'll open up to the rest of the Realogy brand. So it will open up so that in case there isn't a Century 21 office, wherever it is that you're looking, there's Better Home and Gardens, there's Coldwell Banker, any of the other Realogy brands can then see these referrals as well, so that we at least keep it in the master family. So it's a little bit about the dashboard up here at the top. You can always go to the dashboard by clicking dashboard, professional directory if you want to find your own agent. That is a possibility by going to the professional directory. Your listings, it's a little funky still. It's not quite right. But you can click there and see any of your listings if you wanted to. This little bell tells you when there's been activity on any of the referrals. Excuse me. Then you have this little gear icon. You want to click that to go to your profile. When you go to your profile, you can put in things that you specialize in, any languages you speak, and a professional description. Any of these can be altered by clicking at the little pencil icon. When you click on it, it'll pull it into another window where you can start adding all the things that you want to add to your referral network profile. The more filled out this is, when people are looking for giving referrals, they can see all of your information. They don't have to hunt it down, and can really help make yourself shine a little bit. That's why our offices is all filled out with all sorts of different things, so that we show that we're active and we're using it, and you want to pick us because we're the best in Central Florida. So I highly recommend everybody goes into their profile from this little gear icon. Click I think it says my profile on your guys's version. You want to go ahead and click on that, start filling out, make sure you get all your details in there, so that you can really stand out. Because if somebody was looking for somebody that spoke a specific language and you don't have your languages on there, you might have just missed that referral because they're going to find someone else. But the biggest thing everybody wants to know about is how we create a referral. So when you call in and say, hey, I've got a referral that I want to send somewhere. Okay, great. This is where you're going to go. You're going to come into you're going to sign into this global referral network, and you're going to click this green button that says create referral. And when you do that, it's going to take you to this first page. And as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. All of them are very small, short, and quick. Sending agent's name. You would put your name in here. For intents and purposes, I will go ahead and we'll do Dana. Gets a little weird sometimes, doesn't always show. If you wanted to give a nickname to your referral for your usage, this is Bobby's referral or something like that, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to. Type of referral, is it a purchase, a sale, or a rent? Most times we're going to be dealing with purchasing and sales. And then referral fee. Referral fees, base 25. One of the nice things is that when we put these on the marketplace, people basically can bid. And we had 2 referrals go, we said 25, they said that they'll give us 30. Guess what? We chose that person to take our referrals on because they're going to give us more money, as opposed to everybody else that was only going to accept the 25. Once you got all of that in there, you go ahead and hit next. It's going to take you to the property location. So you're going to pick which country, United States, enter your city. Oh, sorry, country, state. And for kicks and giggles, I'm going to pick Virginia. For city, we're going to pick Alexandria. And if you know, you can go as far down as to the subdivision if you wanted to, or district, or the area of that. You can also go on this map and pick on the map area. Once you put in this country, city, and state, you can go on the map and you can go ahead and draw a polygon around the area that you want, or that your client may be looking. And then you can save it. So now that's on the map, specified. If you didn't want to, you want to keep it the other way, just all of Alexandria, you can clear the map, pull it back. This is cool. It tells you right away, oh, that's great. You have 105 colleagues in the Century 21 network that are in this target market. So automatically there's 105 people that could potentially take this on for you. So we're gonna go next again. It's gonna take us to the third tab. The third tab is your property details and probably one of the more, the longest ones of these pages. Single family, attached, click any of these that are applicable. Price range, if there's a range, you can set the min and the max. So we can say from 100,000 to a million. If there's area average square foot, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, time period, and they're deciding, excuse me, how long the person wants to take to do everything. So they're looking in the next, 4 months or so, or I'm sorry, 3 months. If there's any specific amenities, and then click next again. Now this is going to be the client information. The great part about this program is your client's information is kept in the system and is not shared with anyone until we sign the referral contract in the system. Once that happens, it will release the information about the client. So for the in the beginning, it's just going to tell them the property details or what it is that the client is looking for. This is where you can select languages. You can add their name. You want to put in an email, phone number. This is their current address where they're currently living. The things with the stars are required. Anything else just helps you, just helps find further information for the potential referred agent. And if you notice in some of these drop downs, if you just start typing what it is that you want, it'll pull it up from the list. This is going to be an investment home. So you see up here as we've filled things out, the referral details window has opened to give you, so you can see all the information that you've been inputting. Then we get down here to the data security policy. For some areas of the US and definitely overseas, there are laws about how this information can be used and what can be done with it. This is a disclosure that's been formed by Immobile and Realogy that will protect us in every way that they can imagine from us being sued for anything regarding the referral, not the actual sale or purchase. So you agree with the terms of the system. You click next. The sending party. This is what will appear. I believe yours stops right there. You may feel, since I've already done this before, it's pre-done all of my information. It may or may not show up for you. I think it ends at that last one with a save draft or submit draft. I then get it, fill in our contact information because I'll be the one to spearhead all of the negotiation portion. Another checkbox here just to make sure that you're aware. The old system, you had to pay the referrals through the system so that they can guarantee that people got paid. This system does not do that. So you're checking that you understand that the payment for this commission will be paid outside of the platform. Then when I hit next is the referral visibility page. And this is neat. So we have the ability to send this to all 105 colleagues in the Century 21 network in our market. We have the ability to invite just specific agents. So if we know we only want to work with New Millennium, we can just invite New Millennium to come visit, to be on this. We can narrow this down and only send the referrals to whoever you want to send them to as a group. What we will start doing is, as we organically use this and grow the program, I star or favorite brokerages that we've worked with on other referrals, either received or given out. that we've enjoyed working with. It wasn't difficult, paid on time, and we're able to help our clients. And that way in the future, I can look and see if any of these people, we've ever worked with them in the past, and we may want to send them to them first as opposed to opening it to the marketplace and 105 people have the option. The other thing you can do is direct. If you already know the agent that's within the Century 21 offices that you want to send this to because you've worked with them in the past, or you have some kind of relationship, we can send it directly to them through the system. All we have to do is just search for their names in the agent name. We'll find them, select them, and then the referral option will only go out to them. So then when we create the referral, I'm not going to do that because it's going to send it out to everybody, and we don't want to have that happen. You click create referral, and I get notified that it needs to be reviewed. I go back to it starts for me back on this very first page, and I go through and look for every person, or look for the persons, look for the areas, look through your property details. If there's something I think you need to include, I'll add it. If you don't have like a phone number and an email, I'm going to ask for both. Not everybody wants to deal with email. Not everybody wants to deal by phone. It's much better if we can provide both when we're sending these out. And then it gets all the way to the end and I hit create and it goes out into the marketplace. Then what happens is people start bidding on them. And to show this example, I am going to jump back to the dashboard. Come on. And I'm going to jump back into one of ours. So this is one that was canceled by David. It received 19 applications. This is going to show it to me, is it? Yes. So what's going to happen is when you send it out there, people are going to start bidding basically on the applications. And as we can see here, Troy was offering a 30% fee, saying thank you for the opportunity. We would be glad this person, James, was going to give a fee of 25% or accept. And we would be glad to handle this referral. I would like to take this referral. I can offer 25% with no problem. People start bidding, basically. And we can click on the people. So like this Troy Boss, we can view his user profile. Well, he specializes in residential. He speaks English. And I got his mobile phone number. He's with One Blue. Don't have any other information really from him. Nothing else is here because he really hasn't filled it out, which is one of the reasons why we're telling everybody, fill these things out. You want to see their full. See, here's somebody, Paul LaJoy. This gentleman has got all of the things that he works with, the languages he speaks, his designations, his profile, where we can learn a little bit about him. I don't know about you, but if I was looking for somebody to take on one of my clients or one of my friends or family, I would probably pick Paul before I'd pick that other guy, because this guy has put in the effort and the work, and that makes me think he's going to put in that same dedication to helping my clients as opposed to just at random profile. So that's why I was saying it was so important that we definitely fill those out. It may help you win the case, not just offering 30% instead of 25. Once it is, we can then pick, and I prefer to get your feedback, but if I don't, then I'll just pick the one that I believe should be the best choice. We will typically within 24 hours. I like to give it a chance for people to see what it is, to see it's out there, and to make their offers. Typically, the offers come in pretty quick. And if you find somebody right away that you like, because they even made the effort to call you, which happened in one instance, they saw that the offer was here, they put their bid in for it, and then they looked up the agent and called the agent to say that they would really like the business, and we ended up choosing them because they took that kind of initiative. So what we'll see is any communications from them, and then we can award the referral to whoever it is that you wish to receive it. Once they refer it, I think we can jump back and I can show you what that looks like. Let me go to this one with Lenisi. It starts this timeline. So created, applications received, referral awarded. And you can see over here on the right-hand side of my screen, the chat windows. So I gave them her a little specifics and awarded her the contract. They told us who the agent dealing with it's going to be and their phone number and their contact information. Because I was dealing with somebody just like I am, that's a referral director, a relocation director at that office. So it was her and I communicating to our two agents as this was going through. Once I awarded it, she then signed the contract, which then I signed the contract. As soon as that happened, it became active. Let's see. Right here, you can see where it says contract has been signed. The referral has been awarded, so it went into an active status. Then every 30 days after that, it prompts the other person, so either us if we're the receiving agent or the other person that we're working with, to give an update. So update on, in the beginning, AD Diaz was not able to respond to the client. They're having troubles. Can you help? Is it still going to be available? Still unable. And then we got Lenisi involved. Lenisi talked to her friend and said, no, this is the person, please talk to him. So they started talking to him, and they ended up having their deal go through. So this started on October 23rd and ended up closing. It actually was, there it is, January 20th. It actually closed a little bit earlier than that, but everybody involved was new to this system and didn't realize that the other side had to go through and mark it that it was closed. I had to confirm that, or I had to tell them I received payment. Once that happened, then the referral was completed. I can show you, maybe, let me see if I can find the referral agreement. I also uploaded our W-9 directly to that so that they can just pull our W-9 directly from the system so that they can pay us properly. Let's see, you can also attach anything else that you want to attach to it. You can add a private note to the file. They've done a really good job of building this out and making this really usable. Here's one that Deanna has that's in Valdosta, Georgia. And unfortunately, there are 0 applications and there are 0 people in the network that work in that area. I need to talk to her again and see if we want to just try to see if we can find somebody by Google, because in this instance, the Global Referral Network is not helping us. This one is not closed. I can show you. Where is contract? This is what the contract looks like. Sending party is Century 21 Professional Group. The receiving party was Keystone Realty. It was done on the 15th of December. It's saying that we agree to do this by the following. We agree to pay, the referral commission is going to be paid between 2 parties at 25% of the commission. I signed this digitally. They signed it digitally. And then we were prompted throughout the transaction for them to leave notes. Hey, good morning. I've reached out to her many times and not received any communication back. Oh, finally got to speak to them a couple weeks later. They're applying for their loan. Everything's working. They're now working together. We responded back to them. Thank you for the update. And now they're in a position where they are, keeps sliding up on me. They're, trying to find the transaction for them, trying to find a home for them. Just waiting for the buyer to everything to be ready and their loan to be good to go. These are the status updates. These fields are really nice. allows us to see all of the communications, all of our invites, all the referral details, nice and tight. It gives us a timeline. So if we need to go back and find out what's going on, if you sent out some referrals and you didn't know what was happening, you could go back into here, click on my referrals, and then you can drive down, see exactly what it is. Their contact information is right there for you. You can call them and ask them for an update if they hadn't been updating everything. It's just a really great system, and I think you can see that it's pretty simple. Create referral, fill out those screens till you get to the end and it says submit draft or whatever. I take it over from there. Then you and I work together. We see all of those invites that come in. We pick the person, we send it to them. At that point, as soon as they sign, then the information is immediately released about the client and they get to work. Any questions? None? I think this is a first.
No, actually, you did a really good job, showing us the system. And again, it looks very easy to fill out. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us know how to do our dot loop, and it looks very, organized like that as well. So thank you.
Yes, and the other wonderful thing about this is if you do the work here, I'll take care of the dot loop side. I'll pull the referral out of here, pull everybody's information in so that we can pay it, because we work with Greg through the dot loop system to make sure payments get sent or received. So I'll take care of all of the dot loop side of setting up the dot loop if you use the global referral network. If you don't, then you have to create your own loop and fill out your own forms. Yes, Benny, this could be used for Boomtown referrals. This is for any kind of referral. Any business that we want to send out of our office to another area, this is how we do it. The easiest way.
They can translate the language.
It costs. Lenisi just mentioned that there was a thing on here about translating languages and so forth. You can have your profile translated into other languages, but it is at a cost that you have to pay for. We were going to change our profile and do it in a couple languages, and then we saw that it was going to cost money to do those translations. So if you want to go that route, you're more than welcome to, but you don't have to. All right. Any other questions?
Is there a way to reach out to others on that network to, to try to drive business? For example, snowbirds that want to move down here, if we go to Central Michigan or Central Wisconsin or, Central Pennsylvania to Century 21 agent or, offices and say, hey, look, I'm here for referrals. Let me tell you about the area. Let me leave you my information. Is that something that's in the scope of this system?
No. We have other tools for that. One that we're working on here within the brokerage with the admin teams for reaching out and trying to start building better concrete relationships. I went through all the available referrals that are in the system right now. And I'll show you. If I go here and I type in Orlando, Florida, there's no results because nobody has sent a referral to Orlando, Florida. Nothing for Ocoee. Winter Garden. Apopka. There are no referrals out there. It's really weird, and all that we can attain from that is that people aren't using the referral network because the old system really was more about outside. It was more about international referrals than it was inside referrals, and it wasn't being used. So the new one came out, and while corporate had done some training, they announced it. It was on Workplace. They sent an email. People still aren't jumping on it or using it when they want to send referrals. They're doing it from Google searches or they have a relocation department or excuse me, that has relationships already in certain towns. I just find it odd knowing how many people are coming to Florida from all over the place. I was able to search through all of these, and I found all the Florida ones, and all of them are in the Panhandle, on the coasts. All the ones for Florida, like here's one for Jacksonville. Just not seeing the referrals coming through. I think they're coming from other sources. Things like the workplace referral group. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that or you've seen it, but I will jump to it real quick. Workplace, if you haven't used Workplace, Workplace is a Facebook for Century 21, and there is a Century 21 referral group. Every day, all the time, people posts, hey, I've got a buyer looking for a flat in the Chicagoland area. Looking for an agent in Clearwater, Florida. This is what this group does. If you've got, you've got a client and you're looking for someone, this is where people have been going. There's 11,400 members of this group. This is a place I also see people post, hey, I'm in such and such, and I would love to work with any of your clients. If you've got anybody, let me know. So this is one place, and a good place, Bradley, for you to do that, to try to build some relationships and to reach out. Like I said, we are starting to try to build a database of some of the best offices in some major metropolitan areas, to begin programs with them, where we, hit them on a drip campaign to get them to remind us about us, send them some chocolates or some cookies one quarter, things like that, to get them to remember us, so that if they do get referrals, they give us a holler right away. If anybody's ever vacationing out there, we've talked about making sure to stop into certain offices and try to put some faces together. Another thing that I just found out, I joined the Boomtown Facebook group for Boomtown agents, expecting it to be best practices, people talking about things about Boomtown. They're not. They're using it as a referral network. I would say for every 5 posts, 3 of them were referrals. Hey, I'm looking for an agent here. I'm looking for an agent there. I think these kind of groups is where agents are really doing that referring back and forth. And some of that's right place, right time. Because I know the ones in this in the referral group on, oh, I'm so sorry. I did not share the referral group with you guys. There you go. This is in the Century 21 workplace. This is the referral group. You just come in here, join the group. You can search the group up here. And once you're on, start posting stuff. Sorry. Here's the one I was saying about looking for an agent in Clearwater to assist with weekly recommendations for rental. Looking for someone to send a friend to in Rapid City, South Dakota. Looking to sell 2 lots in Placid, Florida. This is where these referrals can take place, and where, like you said, Bradley, where can we advertise ourselves? This is where you can do that. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Sure. So yeah, when you see some of these realtor groups, like I said, Boomtown, Dot Loop, any of the other programs you use, or maybe groups you belong to, that's a place. It seems to be, from what I'm ascertaining, what I'm seeing as I'm searching and looking and trying to figure out what we can do to bring in more business. I'm finding that these kind of social media groups is where the referrals are at. That's where they're happening. All right. Well, if there's no other questions, I will go ahead and call this meeting a close. I hope everybody figured it's, like I said, it's pretty simple and easy. Happy to walk through anything with anybody on it if they want. And if you get any referrals, send them through the referral network.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Brent.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Brent.